Captain Marcus Chen stood in the observation deck of the diplomatic station, watching the twin moons of Varthenia rise over the purple horizon. He hadn't expected his routine cargo run to end with him in the middle of an interstellar political crisis. Behind him, Princess Ziraeth of the Varthenian Empire knelt on both knees, her bioluminescent skin pulsing with colors that his translator chip identified as desperation and shame. Her daughter, young Kira, no more than 7 in human years, clung to her mother's ceremonial robes with 4 delicate hands. "Captain Chen," Ziraeth said, her voice trembling, "I beg you to reconsider. Take me as your consort. Take us both under your protection." Marcus turned, uncomfortable with the entire situation. 3 weeks ago, he'd been hauling mining equipment. Now he was apparently someone's last hope. "Your Highness," he said carefully, "I'm a freight captain, not nobility. I don't understand why you'd even consider—" "Because you are human," she interrupted, rising to her full 8-foot height. Her 6 eyes fixed on him with an intensity that made him step back. "Because in the 3 cycles since humanity joined the Galactic Council, every species has learned one absolute truth. Humans do not abandon those under their protection." Marcus frowned. It was true that humanity had gained an unusual reputation. The Kelvor incident, where a human merchant crew had defended a refugee ship against pirates for 6 days straight without reinforcements. The Terminus Station siege, where human security forces held the line while evacuating 20,000 civilians of 15 different species. The defense of the crystalline choir's sacred breeding grounds against corporate exploitation. Humans, the galaxy had learned, were pack-bonding lunatics who would adopt anything and die defending it. The Emperor— "My father is dying," Ziraeth continued, her skin flashing dark purple. "When he passes, the succession trials will begin. My brothers will tear the Empire apart fighting for the throne. My daughter and I are political liabilities. We will be eliminated within days of his death." "What about your own military? Your allies?" Marcus asked. "My father's generals serve the throne, not the family. My political allies will side with whoever wins. In our culture, the weak are culled." She moved closer, her voice dropping. "But I have studied your people, Captain. I have read your histories. You have a concept we lack: unconditional protection of dependence. When a human takes responsibility for someone, they become— what is your word? Family." Marcus ran a hand through his hair. This was insane. He had a ship to run, contracts to fulfill, and absolutely no business getting involved in alien royal politics. But he looked down at little Kira, who was watching him with wide, terrified eyes. Her skin was flickering between colors too fast for his translator to interpret. But he didn't need technology to recognize a scared child. "Damn it. The political ramifications," he started. "Will be handled by me," Ziraeth said quickly. "In Varthenian law, if I bind myself to you as a consort, Kira and I become part of your household. We fall under human jurisdiction. The Council treaties will protect us. My brothers cannot touch us without risking war with Earth." "You'd give up your title? Your position?" "Titles mean nothing to the dead, Captain." Her skin flashed red, the Varthenian color for absolute certainty. "I am offering you nothing of true value. I have no wealth that my brothers haven't already frozen, no fleet that hasn't been reassigned. All I can offer is my loyalty, my knowledge of galactic politics, and my service to your household." Marcus looked at her. Really looked. This wasn't some naive princess playing games. This was a mother who had calculated every angle and found only one path that led to her daughter's survival. She was betting everything on humanity's irrational tendency to protect those they considered theirs. Smart woman. He thought of his own sister back on Earth, how far she'd go to protect her kids. He thought of every story his grandfather had told him about the lengths people went to for family. "If I agree," he said slowly, "you understand that I take that responsibility seriously? This isn't just a legal fiction. You'd actually be part of my crew, my family. That means you follow my orders, you work for your place, and you don't get special treatment just because you're royalty." Ziraeth's skin exploded in gold and white, colors his translator identified as joy and relief. "Yes, I understand completely. I will work. I will contribute. I will— and Kira gets to be a kid," Marcus added, looking down at the little girl. "She goes to school, she plays, she gets to grow up safe. No political marriages, no assassination attempts, no being used as a pawn." "I swear it," Ziraeth whispered. Marcus sighed. knowing he was probably making the biggest mistake of his life. But then again, that's what humans did, wasn't it? They made stupid emotional decisions based on things like compassion and pack-bonding instincts that had no place in the cold logic of galactic politics. He extended his hand. All right. Welcome to the crew of the Wandering Star, Princess. Or should I say Navigator Ziraeth. She took his hand with two of hers, her skin cycling through every color of gratitude in the Varthenian spectrum. Navigator Ziraeth is perfect, Captain. Little Kira ran forward and wrapped all four arms around Marcus's leg, her skin glowing bright white. He awkwardly patted her head, wondering what the hell he'd just gotten himself into. Behind them, his first mate, Rodriguez, appeared in the doorway. She took in the scene and just shook her head with a knowing smile. Captain's adopting aliens again? She asked. Apparently, Marcus muttered. Figured. I'll prep 2 quarters and file the paperwork with the council. She paused. For what it's worth, sir, it's the right thing. As Rodriguez left, Marcus looked at his new navigator and her daughter. The galaxy thought humans were crazy for their pack-bonding instincts, for their willingness to fight for those under their protection regardless of species or origin. Maybe they were right. But as Kira smiled up at him with absolute trust, her skin glowing with happiness for the first time in probably months, Marcus couldn't bring himself to regret it. Come on, he said. Let's get you both settled in. And Ziraeth? Tomorrow morning's 0600 hours. You start learning actual navigation. No royal shortcuts? Yes, Captain, she said, her skin flashing with determination. Humanity. Fuck yeah, indeed.